The only thing that really saved WrestleMania from being a total disaster was The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. You got to be serious, you know. Let's be a little more serious about this matter. WrestleMania looked about as disappointing in all possible ways as much as Starrcade 97 looked very disappointing.
Oh,
got two callers. Both of them are in the 646. How you doing?
Hello. Hey, can you hear me?
Doing?
Yeah, am I on? Am I on?
You're on.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Doing good over here.
Talk about WrestleMania. I really miss the good old days, you know, when it's like Adrian Adonis. I miss Lou Albano and Andre the Giant and Bob Backlund and Blue Meanie and, you know, Berserker.
Lou was a really big...
Bam Bam Bigelow and Junkyard Dog, and I miss Conquistador, and I miss Spike Dudley. I miss Dory Funk and Flash Funk and Haas Funk and Terry Funk.
Okay, I know. Okay, I know how much you miss there. I just muted you here, you know, and you're telling me what you miss and everything, you know. What was your, as I bring you back on the air, I got to ask you, what's your general feeling on WrestleMania? Because that's what this is about.
It was about the wrestling back then when it was Hillbilly Jim and Kabuki and Jerry the King Lawler and when it was Mantar and Manu.
Oh my.
Okay, I do apologize there. He's just going off names there, and I wasn't going to take that much longer. But this guy brought up Hillbilly Jim, you know.
Hello.
Caller, you're on the air.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are talking about Hillbilly Jim?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was one of my favorite wrestlers. I remember one time I was in Mobile, Alabama, and I saw Hillbilly Jim wrestle that night. And the great thing about him is that he was a man of the people. We went to a bar afterwards, and he was drinking beer with us, and, you know, we went into the bathroom, and I sucked his cock. It was huge. The guy was just a real good sport at all that shit. I loved him. Big Becker, too, man. He me like a wild animal.
Okay, good enough for you. Good enough for you. You know, if you're gonna call up and do crank calls, you don't need to be here. You know, this is about WrestleMania. This is not about the things you want to do, buddy. Caller 646. I'm gonna let you back on, but you don't need to be strolling with names.
I forgot to mention Lanny Poffo, Leaping Lanny Poffo, and one man.
Oh, man.
Okay, good enough for me. You're going to stay on mute for the rest of the show. You know, honestly, if I have to, you know, just take this number, you know, and present it to one of the officials, then that's what I'm going to do. Okay, you're on the air. You're on the air. Is this Sammy Wrestler?
It's me, man. Thanks for picking up the call. I'm sorry about all those idiotic, stupid calls before, man. Excuse me. Back in '79, I gave Chief J. Strongbow a hand job while Raul McDaniels was sucking my cock.
Oh, whatever you say, buddy. That's the last call, too. As a matter of fact, I'm going to let it be known that you're under the name Sammy Wrestler, and I'm going to just basically ask that you be taken care of. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go one step better, and I'm just going to throw the ban on you. You are actually, I'm banning you for a month until you decide to show a better attitude. And most of all, I'm hanging up on you, too. Now, you don't get to be here for any of my shows, buddy.
That's just rude.
You know, plain rude.
Former WWE diva Tiffany was supposed to wrestle out on the West Coast against cheerleader Melissa, and there's been some speculation that she may show up in TNA. So, you know, I'm not sure, but I do believe we may have a caller.
Can I get your name and your location, sir?
Yeah, my name's Rusty in New York City.
Hey, caller, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm loving this conversation. You guys were mentioning TNA wrestling, and they've signed a couple new wrestlers that I think show quite a bit of promise, and I want to kind of get you guys' opinions on them. And I didn't know if you heard they just recently signed Mike the Spooge Gobbler Morales. He's one of the grandchildren of Pedro Morales. You familiar with him?
I haven't heard about the signings, Trip. Have you heard about that?
No, I missed that signing.
You didn't hear they signed? His name's the Spooge Gobbler, and his finishing move is he sucks the guy's cock until the guy passes out.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what to say about that, except thanks for your unwanted comment. The stuff I think should be really, as far as the things we go forward.
Excuse me, I missed what you said.
I just think, with the way things are kind of going, man, I think it should be, and to kind of see how. We got one more caller we're going to try.
I think Richard really threw him.
Yeah.
He's having trouble getting that shit together, right?
I don't know what happened there.
Yeah. This is the real deal.
Hey, how you doing, guys? What was up with that buffoon talking about that goblin nonsense, idiot?
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more, man. So what kind of interesting stuff do you have going on today?
You know, I'm a big fan of the classic wrestlers, and I wanted to ask you, whatever happened to the tag team duo, John the Boy Toucher Hine and Gary the Sleeper Delabate? What happened to those two?
Trip, do you have any knowledge of these guys? Because it's a little bit before
these guys had a great move. Gary would jump into the ring and take a nap while he was supposed to be doing his job wrestling. And then John the Boy Toucher Hine would run into the audience and start groping all little boys, grabbing their penises and whatnot until the cops came.
It seems like we lost that caller.
You didn't lose him.
But, Trip, man, I'm not sure what's up with these callers today, man. I think these wrestling fans have lost their mind this morning.